Yo, what's up, everybody? Today's Why Wednesday, and I want to talk about why something that is pretty boring, pretty lame on the surface is so damn important for you to have as a chiropractor. And then when you have it and you consistently are consistent all the time, you get to show others on your team, you get to show your patients. So you get to share. The art of consistency is really the most important key to your success long term. So this is a long game video. This is not something that is like, here's how you're going to do great this year or this month or in this current season. This is how you grow and build a successful practice that gets off the ground. But actually, that's easy. As exhausting as that is during the startup phase, it is much more difficult to sustain impact, sustain success, and have consistency of your energy, consistency of your impact. So I want to talk about my favorite thing, which is probably for me personally, if you were to kind of open up the hood and break me down, this would be one of my strong suits. This would be one of my trump cards, is my straight up boring, regular obsession with consistency. But I don't want to just talk about it superficial, because it's Inside Pete's today and it's us. We're actually going to teach about it today. I'm going to teach you exactly what it does and teach you how to have it and deploy it and go through it. So what I want you to think about is turning your consistency into a system. Now, this is crucial for me. God definitely put me down this road because what I have is I have a ton of energy. And I have a crap load of energy, which is, look that up. It's a very high number. Crap load is an Iowa term for a significantly high number. And I've got a crap load of energy because of my ADHD and the way God made me. But even more so, I have a ton of energy because of my purpose and because of my vision. Now, this I share with literally, I bet, about 100% of you. I know how much the vision of pediatric chiropractic in your community and the potential to get kids under care and pregnant moms under care and postpartum moms under care and full families under care. I know how much energy that brings to you, but I also know how energy works from a human perspective, from a neurological perspective, by studying it. And I know that so many of us, our energy is dispersed in the most random, chaotic, all over the place with our practice and with us. So what I want to do for you is exactly what we actually do with the neurological energy of our patients through a care plan and through adjustments, plural, is we organize their energy. We restore its balance and put it back into organization or coordination, because subluxation is the opposite of that, right? In-coordination, disorganization creates lack of consistent health, which opens the window for challenges. So we can grow our practices just like our patients grow their health. So with that purpose, full of energy, with my ADHD, I have been forced to turn consistency into a system. And I'm able to really have that every single week, month, and year. And I want to break it down for you. There's 3 places I want you to form a consistent system of staying humble, staying hungry, and staying focused. Number 1 is in your science. I'm going to kind of hash these together. It's your science. It's studying the science and art and philosophy of chiropractic. So it's your job, Holmes, all right? So your clinical skill set, you need to consistently work to hone and improve your clinical skill set. This next year of practice here coming up a little bit will be my 15th year of practice. And heck, I actually technically only adjust and see patients 2 days a week. My schedule is stacked with the toughest of patients, though. I take on the perfect storm intensives and a lot of our TBI and dysautonomia, seizure patients. And so with that, I am constantly improving my skills. There has not been a single year. Now at this rate, I don't go to 4, technique seminars per year like I did as a student. Actually, I went to more than that probably. But I go to 1 every single year. But more than that, I am consistently reading research and working on improving my scientific, philosophical, chiropractic art skill set literally every single week. I have a checkbox system that I get into neurology. I get into something like Norman Doidge's book or to polyvagal theory. I am constantly working on improving my skill set. Number 2 place, I think you could learn to have more consistency and operate with consistency instead of the variability that everybody falls victim to in the second one, and that's in your marketing and communication. Our marketing system is a machine, literally, because it's a machine. Okay, when you actually open up the hood to PwC or PX's marketing, or now our PX Docs platform, which represents all of us as pediatric and family chiropractors, it is really, really, really boring. It is on a Google spreadsheet, and it literally has time. It says, this is the time, this is the topic. Let me go to the schedule. This is when we're posting, day and time. This is what we're posting, the content and the style. This is who's posting it. This is what platform. These are the results. We have turned marketing, and also we've turned our communication. Our day one, our day two, our table talk. Our CAs are trained in communication frameworks and structure. Now, if you're in this video and you're really learning, because by the way, every video in here is a learning video. There ain't, I can rock the hype train and pull the frickin' woo woo on that really well. In fact, the Quad Cities DJ, come on the train and ride it. This is my spirit animal song. But we're in the heart of teaching right here. And the truth of the matter is, scripts may be what you heard in your brain when I said that our marketing and our communication is a system and a machine. It's not. Our machine actually has adaptability and fluidity designed into it because it's a framework and it's a structure. So what we do is we consistently hit our marks. I know that every single month I'm rocking a workshop. I know that every single day we're posting on social media, every platform. I know that every single week I'm producing 2 videos that are educational, informational, inspirational for families. Now I'm writing, because we're about to take over SEO. So I know that every single week I'm writing 1 blog, 1 article, okay? I'm telling you, these are real life examples of how I live my life, because a lot of people come and they're like, I don't know how you get it all done. It's a system. It is so freaking boring, and it's based upon consistency, because I know that if I can consistently produce results, then exponentially every week, every month, every article, every workshop, every year we're in practice, I could give you all these examples, they are going to consistently, which is how compounding interest and compounding impact works. That impact builds not just on a staircase, but on an exponential, just absolute chart. So there's no randomness to our consistency. And the third place I would love to see you guys all have more consistency is in how you lead and take care of your team. A lot of us, because what I just went through, consistently improving our craft and going to technique seminars, going to the neurotonal, our CE and certificate seminar, going to and constantly studying marketing and communication. A lot of us as chiropractors, we get so buried there. And then hopefully I mentioned early on about consistently having energy through getting adjusted and health. I never miss my adjustments. I never miss my work. This is it. We're there. It's all good. I can lay back and relax. I pray for humility, and I pray for the constant urge to continue to learn. Clinical chiropractic skill set, art, science, and philosophy, how to be a better communicator, how to be a better marketer, how to be a better leader, how to be a better father, how to be a better son of God, honestly, is a big one for me, and how to be a better husband. I never, ever want to stop learning. So if you can just take that as your focus, how do I consistently stay in humble learning mode every day, every week, every month, every year? It will lead to these other areas. And I'll give you some examples. I'm going to give you some other names and I'll tag them in the comments. I've been teaching on Zoom, Pediatric Chiropractic Everything. Now it's through the Pediatric Experience. And I get on Zoom pretty much every single week, definitely every single month. And I teach our crew, right? And I get to train, lead, guide, share what we're working on. I see the same faces and the same names on there forever, for many years now. The Luke Reinhardts, the Dr. Scott and Lena Haggertys, the Dr. Christy and Jeremy Hafers, the Dr. Savvy Ford, the Dr. Scott Sahalik, the Dr. Sharina and her team, Jesse and Aaron. I see the same faces staring back at me. Doug Swanson's. I could go on and on. I always don't like to name names because there's literally hundreds of these names that I've consistently had alongside me, learning with me, and sometimes from me over these years. And now I know their associates' names. Now I know their CA's names. Now I know that when I see them looking back at me, their practice is huge. Now I know that their volume is 500 a week and 800 a week and about to tip over 1,000 a week. Now I know that they're $1 million practice. And those are the chiropractic stats. Now I know names of patients that they serve, whose lives that they have transformed, because these are people I've known forever, but they haven't changed one bit. They consistently show up and they learn. Paul Queen. They consistently show up. They're there to learn. They're there to get better. And then they do the work in the categories and the systems we taught today. So if you want to work on a single character trait and a single attribute that will change your life and change the lives of kids and families in your community, it's not your mindset, it's your consistency. It's how boring can you be? How consistent can you be? And by the way, I'll sneak in one last thing. I don't know, I always say 82 last things in my videos. This is the greatest message you can share with your wellness patients, by the way, okay? Health comes from being boring. I teach our kids and our patients that all the time through Table Talk. Like, my goal for you is to become boring. My goal for you is all this crap that is in your health that's gotten in your way, that makes your life not boring and stressful, that to go away. So your health becomes boring. And they always fall in love with that idea. They're like, yeah, parents, especially of Spectrum and Perfect Storm kids that have had anything but boring. They're like, we want that so bad. We want this regular, boring, healthy life. How do we do it? Well, you consistently do the boring, simple things. Never miss an appointment and your adjustment. Get to bed on time. Stay active. But chiropractic is the most consistent thing you have to have in your life to consistently have healthiness, because it's your nervous system that makes all the consistent right moves for your health. So this is a health lesson. This is a success lesson. This is a blow up your practice and see it grow forever. Because I've also met a lot of chiropractors in the past who were successful at one time, and I never see them anymore. They're not learning. They're not still growing. A lot of them still aren't even in practice anymore because things have caught up to them the moment they thought they had it all figured out. So consistently stay humble, consistently keep learning, and turn your consistency into an output system for all the different places you can apply it every single week. So there you go. Long learning tutorial lesson on Wednesday. Why consistency may be boring, but is the most important success attribute you can freaking have. Go get yourself some consistency, homies. Need help? Questions below? Shoot me a DM. I am consistently available to help this profession reach more kids than we ever had before. I love you.